Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. You had a great Mother's Day if you're a mother. If not, you showed your mother great Mother's Day. You expressed some kind of love and appreciation for the women in your life.
What about me, Dad?
So I'll start with something vulnerable. I don't like my chin. My big old Adam's apple. So my beard takes care of that. It's one of the things it does. There you go. So how do you start your business with what you have right now? I am a huge proponent of starting your business with what you have and not putting yourself in a big hole with all these investments in business mentors right away. People do SEO and websites for you, this big fancy website, all these things you don't need to begin with. The easiest way to begin your business is just to tell your story. Tell your story from how you went from where you were to where you are now, whether it be in weight loss, whether it be like emotional well-being, whether it be the story of your relationship, whether it be like your finances. Maybe you want to coach people on how to get their credit back in order or how to get out of debt. And you just share your experiences from where you were to where you are now. And the cool thing is you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be like completely better. The processes that I teach of being emotionally better and going from where you are to where you want to be, it's a journey that never ends for me. So if I waited until I was 100% healed or 100% ready, I never would have started. But to tell you my own story, I went through this just massive, horrible storm in my life. Throughout a few years' time, my marriage dissolved, went through a divorce. There was infidelity. There was all these awful things happening in my life. I lost both my grandparents within a few years. And this is when I turned to really understanding spirituality and taking the interest that I had in human behavior and actually finding real world applications for it. So in doing so, I also began to tell my story. I began to blog. I began to share things on social media. Some people were like, you shouldn't share so much. But I shared vulnerably, but I also shared the knowledge and tools that I was developing, the understanding that I was coming across, because I felt obligated to at least put it out there so that anybody who needed it or would benefit from it as well would do so. And my thinking behind that was, if I had this information, 3, 5, 10 years ago, it probably would have saved me a lot of hurt, a lot of turmoil in my life, a lot of conflict and things like that. But what I didn't realize I was doing at the time was I was beginning my business, totally unconsciously, not knowing that. So understanding that you can do it consciously. So if there is something in your life that you created, a result, or that you want to be able to give back and to help people with, all you have to do to begin is to begin to share your story. Share how you went from where you are, the tools that you've learned, the knowledge, the expertise, everything that you have that you love to help people with, or that you want people to know so that maybe they don't have to go through the processes that you did of learning things the hard way. And when you do that and you embody it, people are interested. They see what it is that you have that they want in themselves. Maybe it's the body, maybe it's the health, maybe it's the relationship, maybe it's the finances. But what I'm coming to understand is that it's not necessarily the physical things that we want. We want the feelings that we associate with seeing that in another person. So I sent out an email today to my list about who I'm jealous of. And what I realized about who I was jealous of were the people who had aspects of their lives or had things in their life that I want for mine. So it's not that I wanted the physical things that they had, the tangible things. I wanted the version of my life that was reflected in the version of their life that they were living. I wanted the version of me that represented the version of them that they were bringing to life and bringing forward into this world. So understand that you have everything that you need right now. And one of the greatest things that makes you attractive and magnetic to people is you demonstrating the qualities of your life that you love or that you have helped develop. And people see that in you, and it makes them want to work with you. It makes them want to ask questions. So if you see someone who's produced the the fitness, the tangible results that they want, and they see you feeling sexy and confident and feeling more energized in your life, they're going to start asking, what are you eating? How do you do it? How do you train? How do you work out? Those are the most common questions that my wife gets. And from there, you begin to identify what it is that people need help with, or what they need, and you can build and craft your programs and your offers, because you don't have an actual business yet until you're able to make offers and invitations and ask people to come work with you in some way, to tell them how they can come work with you and how there is an exchange of money there so that it becomes profitable. Because if you aren't bringing in an income, you have a hobby, you don't have a business. So once you start to craft those offers, invitations, and you begin to make an income, you have a business. But the way to do that is to just begin with sharing your story and to showing and embodying, even just documenting your experience. And it's really cool too, and I wish I would have known this at the time, that if you're about to undertake a fitness or health or some type of transformation in your life, document the experience. Whether you put it out in real time or you document it so that you can put it out later, document the experience so people can see what it is to go from where you were to where you are, from where you are now to where you want to be. One, people tune in, and that's like great branding. But two, you have the evidence of the process and how it works. So begin with what you have, tell your stories, share, document your process. I mean, it can be as simple as posting transformation pictures, or posting your workouts, or posting what you eat, posting quotes that inspire you, writing a blog, sharing things that are working and happening in your life, sharing tools and tips, things like that. And people begin to see that you embody something that they want to express and bring forward in their life. So they'll begin to ask you questions. And from those questions and from the feedback you get from other people, you can craft your programs and offers and everything that you do to build your business around you. And you don't need anything up until then. You have everything you need in terms of social media, in terms of blogs. All this stuff is free. And then from there, you can build a website and you can do all those things, but you don't need to begin with all that. And I do believe that if you begin with all that without telling your story first, or without getting the feedback on what it is people need, you run into roadblocks and it becomes difficult. So my advice, share. Share, be vulnerable, document, and bring forward all that information that you have, the tools and resources you're going to share with other people, and then trust that what shows up is going to be guiding you into your next step. And if you want help with that, if you want to get really clear on what it is that you love to do, or that you've produced or created in your own life, hit me up. We'll have a conversation about it. I always offer free initial calls so we can get a lot of clarity in just one session and help put you on the path to being able to begin your business right now, today. So love you guys. Thanks so much. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments or send me a direct message. Anything you need, hit me up. I'm always here to help you. I'm always here to serve. Love you guys. Bye.